Hello, everyone,
Good
and
evening.
we're back again. Second night on the bounce.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you want to start off, Deb?
Well, wow. What can
I
we
know.
say? Last night was absolutely amazing. From the rabbit to the man on the bench to the
Yep.
scream that I still haven't heard. And I've tried to hear it. I just wish we could have heard it as loud as you heard it.
I know. I didn't think I should have plugged my microphone in. And might have picked it up then.
Uh, oh, evening, Nelly. Thanks
I
for
know.
joining us. Yeah, it was just,
Um, oh, wait, let me turn it down. Right. So I've got my phone on right next to me. I could
yeah,
hear someone
mine's
in the
just,
background. It was that.
all
Yeah.
right.
Last night. Well, I didn't get much sleep. Put it that way.
No,
Um,
it was the first thing I thought about when I woke up this morning.
I'm sure I
Just,
dreamt about it. But
you probably did.
the rabbit, that is just wow. It's like we've been talking today, me, you, Mark, and I've had pet rabbits,
Yeah,
um, and even the domesticated ones that we used to let in the house and
yeah.
feed by hand and all that kind of stuff. They were not anything like what this wild baby rabbit was last night. I'd
No,
spend hours running around the garden trying to get them back in the hutch.
yeah.
And it got to the point I just leave the hutch door open, and
Let them
once I
get in
got in there,
themselves.
I'd go and unlock it,
Yeah,
and this just kept coming back for more. You can see in the video, for those who haven't watched it, you see me pick it up. I'm tickling
yeah,
at the back of its ears.
yeah,
It wasn't ill looking. It was feeding. It was eating dandelions. It was eating grass. It was nibbling on me trainer. It sat on my shirt
yeah.
at one point, but I didn't get that on video. It was brown, Olivia. That's what it says. It says Rebecca. That's Becky's daughter.
All right.
Yeah.
Um, it was just the
Yeah.
fact that I don't know a lot about rabbits. I've had friends that have had rabbits, but I've never had rabbits. But to my knowledge, a rabbit would run away. Even a baby rabbit would be scared and run away. And that rabbit
Yeah.
was just at you, just kept coming towards you. And then
Yeah.
obviously, as you're stood there, it looked like it was trying to lead you off somewhere.
Yes.
Because it was running forward, stopping, looking back to see what you were doing. You followed it a bit, and then it'd run a bit more and stop. It was
Yeah.
just for a wild rabbit. That was absolutely amazing.
And and for it to be on its own, because that would be only what, maybe 2 months old, I guess. Two,
I'm not
three.
really, possibly, yeah. One very big. It
So
was
it
one as
fit
big
in
as
my
your
hand.
shoe.
Well, you could see
Yeah,
when I picked it up.
yeah.
Because with the GoPro, I tried looking at the footage on that. It's not worth putting out there, to be honest.
No,
Um, no, you've not missed a rabbit story. It's just from last night's stream. When we went
baby
out doing the
rabbit.
investigation. Oh, could you do me a favour, Deb? Can you send Mark the stream?
Who? Mark, yeah, of course I will, yeah.
Yeah. Right, Joe says it 6 to 8 weeks. But rabbits, you normally get a clan. You get, and that's the saying they breed like rabbits because there's always so many.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, there was no adult rabbits. There was no other baby rabbits. We could
just,
hear what I think were pheasants
yeah.
in the grass. Um, and, oh, sorry, 1 second. Oh, that's better. Right.
Right.
Um, yeah, but it
It
just
was,
appeared out. It appeared out of nowhere. I was, as you could see, I was filming. I was talking to Mark. Mark had gone round, so I was chatting to you and Ryan, and
yeah,
it just, it was just
right, go on.
there. Obviously, it came from somewhere. I'm not saying it just materialised from nothing, But
No,
as quick as it came, it vanished again.
it gone. Yeah.
And I didn't see where it went. That was a weird, because it was right, excuse me, it was right next to me fort, and then nothing. So,
When I watched it this morning, it actually, you're facing forward with your camera, and it
yeah,
actually looked like it ran from you to the wall and then
right,
ran across the grass in front of the wall. Because that's when I said to you, well, what's that running about? And then we realised it was a rabbit. But it actually
right,
came from your
got you.
direction. So whether
Yeah,
it had
right.
run past you,
I didn't
I don't
notice
know.
that.
No.
Jane says, how can she add someone to the chat? They just need to go on the
YouTube.
yeah.
If you send them the link for this YouTube broadcast, then they join the chat. Then I don't think you can actually add anybody to chat. Oh. Andy's
Right.
disappeared.
No, I'm just doing something. I'll be 2
All right, that's
seconds.
okay. Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. That rabbit's just astounded me.
I
It
know,
was so
yeah.
tiny.
I know. Like I said, it fit in my hand. It was,
Yeah.
and it wasn't going anywhere.
No, I just wasn't bothered
So,
that you were there. But then he did actually say that when Mark came across, it wasn't bothered. It didn't bother like it was bothering you before.
no,
It's
I
just,
don't know.
it's
But
brilliant. Joe's just saying she used to breed show rabbits.
yeah, I just read it then. Oh, you be froze?
Me?
Oh, no, it all froze then. Sorry. Probably my
Right.
end.
Yeah, that's true, Nelly. It was just Andy it kept going towards.
Yeah,
We were just talking about it before we came on, and Andy said it was sat on his shoe at one point.
yeah, but I missed that on the filming.
Yeah. Just that
Yeah,
was just the start of it though, wasn't it?
yeah. Well, that was nothing compared to what went on after that.
In the next place. I mean,
Yeah,
I did think there was quite an atmosphere at the place where the rabbit was. And at first, when you went to the second one, I didn't think there was such an atmosphere until you started when you panned across and I saw how far back the graves went. I thought, oh, it's bigger than I
yeah,
thought it would.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna go up there at some point over the weekend and during daylight and see how
Yeah,
exactly how big it is.
yeah.
Um,
I never thought I could have
so
Google
yeah,
Earthed it today and had a look.
yeah. So I've drive past it pretty much every day, twice a day.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I
But
can
are
see
you
how
at a
big it
lower
is,
level?
road level. So I can't see it go up, and I never knew
Yeah,
it drop down at the back where the chapel was.
yeah,
But going to at the end of the night where we had the screaming, that was the most terrifying. Is the word?
yeah, yeah. I
It
could see you were both shaken.
it didn't. I don't think it bothered me as much as it did Mark, to be honest.
Yeah,
Um, but I've heard stuff like that before, and because I've had a lot of experiences, I don't get as freaked out with stuff as much as what I used to. But when I get scared, I get scared.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
There's a certain you hit a certain point.
yeah, and that's it. It's like with drinking. I know when to
Yeah,
stop drinking.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know what I mean? And it's like that. And tonight
Yeah.
isn't the night when I know to stop drinking.
I'm on orange squash.
Oh, I'll be on
Yeah, Nelly's
bubblegum
just
after
said
that.
that huge tree had a vibe coming off it. It did. That was really old,
Well,
that tree.
that was a weird one as well because I didn't feel anything as we were walking around the tree, but I kept getting drawn to it.
Yeah,
But I couldn't tell you. Why. It didn't feel bad. It didn't feel
no,
mischievous or anything like that. It just seemed, don't know. There's just an
it was
energy.
drawing you in. Yeah,
Yeah, there's just some type of energy. Sorry, I've got wires around my feet. Right, here's Mark's coming on.
We've got your chair sorted
Bear
out. Now
with
you
me
sort
one
of
second and I'll add him.
tying yourself up.
Yeah, I forgot to move it. I'm
Oh,
just
hanging
charging the
tree.
torches from last night.
Oh, he's here. Look.
Hello.
Yeah,
Good
guys.
evening.
Here he is.
You
How's
all right?
it going? Yeah. Yeah, so, sorry, Matt. I just finished off what I was saying. With the screaming, it was like, I definitely think it's had female vocals to it, but I don't think
Yeah.
it was human. And it is definitely, like Matt was saying to me today, he'd been listening to sounds of different animals. Nothing. Not even
No.
close to anything. But you could, it was a youngish female type of scream. But
You said that there was
it
like
was
different.
like, it was a surprising scream.
Yeah.
So, like, whatever was happening, they wasn't ready for it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And the only thing that I can put it down to, or what my, not opinion, maybe it is opinion, I don't know, can't think of a better word, is that when you're watching movies and that, and you have
Yeah.
like people that morph, skin change, shape shifting, like in
Transition.
American Werewolf in London. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like in American Werewolf, where he's walking around the apartment and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm
And
still
then
not hungry,
suddenly.
still not hungry. And then he
Yeah.
starts to change. He's like, he's not expecting it. It was one of
Yeah.
them.
That tortured.
It was that
Yeah.
type of scream. Yeah. Like surprise shock scream, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Like it
And
wasn't
then
expected.
it happened about 2-3 times. Then there's a gap. Then it happened a couple more times. And then there's a massive gap. And then was it 1 or 2 more after that, Mark?
Yeah, 2 times more after that. Whereas I was
And
with the
then
bus with
nothing.
the torch.
Absolutely
Yeah.
nothing. And that was when it was like, it's time to leave.
Yeah.
But I'm
When you-
glad
Mark-
without.
Yeah.
When you went forward to go investigating, and you suddenly turned on your heel and went, no.
Yeah.
What made you say no?
I felt like I was going into a trap, basically. I
Right.
felt like I was being led into
Right.
something. I was pretty scared, to be fair.
Yeah.
First time
Sorry,
I felt
I
like
don't
that
mean to
ever,
laugh.
really, about that kind of thing. Yeah, really, really unnerving.
Yeah.
I've actually just been watching the YouTube video back, right? And anyone that's watching might want to watch 1 hour, 49 and 50 seconds. And
Right.
that's as we're exiting,
Yeah.
there's something jumps on the screen in the shadow.
Right.
I'm trying to get a still of it as we speak now,
Yeah.
but again, I can't quite nail it. But just give me a minute.
There was
and
something in there then.
Very, very strange. 1 minute, 49
Right.
and about 50 seconds.
All right. I'll have to look at that after this is
Right.
we've done on here.
Yeah,
Well, I've put it in the cloud so you can view it and you can freeze frame it and all that.
yeah, I will do.
Can you share the video on here? I don't can we?
I don't.
Best
I'm
thing
not
to
sure.
do, Jane, if you go onto the YouTube channel, it's the last video that was posted. It's only from last night.
Yeah. If you subscribed, it should be up at the top of your list.
Yeah. If you subscribe to the obviously Codes of the Unknown, it'll come up and you'll see everything. You'll see us in the videos and what have you. There's about 20 plus videos in total. So
It was.
no, I did rewatch some of it, but it was more. Don't know if you heard, Mark, what I was saying when the guy was sat on the bench. As
No,
I'm
he
filming
wasn't-
it,
he wasn't there, right? Honestly,
right. Have you
100%.
right? So the
he
goal.
was not there.
No, I
when I
believe
walked
you.
past, he
Yeah.
wasn't there.
But
honestly,
have you seen the footage
Yeah,
of the GoPro video? And
No,
he
not yet.
says, "Yeah, I just seen him. He walked down there."
He wasn't there. Honestly, he was.
I know, because I've seen the footage on your phone.
I can't have been more than 5 meters away from
No.
that bench walking.
I know.
I walked the same way you did around the war grave.
Yeah.
And then I turned off on the same path you did just before that tree.
Yeah.
There was nobody at that tree on that bench.
Right. But I'm walking up to him,
unless I've totally missed something, but 5 meters, even in the
he sat on his phone.
No,
He had his phone, but his phone was on his knee. His hand was on his lap with his phone in his hand. But as I'm walking up, you can see where the torch has the circle on it.
Yeah.
The torch doesn't actually go onto him. His face is bright orange, like lit up, like fire. He turns away, turns back, and then it's normal. Then I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
As I then start walking away, his lights up again.
Yeah.
I've got the GoPro. It's not very good footage, but you can hear what he's saying. He's definitely Dutch. He was early to mid 20s.
Yeah.
But the phone he had, now this was weird. He had, I don't even recognise the phone. It weren't like a brand new smartphone.
No.
It wasn't even an iPhone. It was like a really old touchscreen phone.
Right, like an original.
To see what he was doing on it. Yeah, I'm going back like, maybe 10 years ago?
10 years, yeah.
Like when iPhones first come out. And I'm trying to see what he was doing. That's why I said I was probably catching Pokemon. But there's loads of benches in there. Why would you be sat at that one right at the top? And that was the nearest one that took you down to the chapel.
Yeah. And it was near the war graves.
Yeah. That orange light on the picture is his face. It's not a light. His face was lit up like a burning orange. That is the only way I can explain it.
Like flames.
But when I'm walking over and talking to him, it wasn't. With my eyes, I didn't see his face lit up. It's only on the camera.
Yeah, because I asked you today on the phone. I asked you today on the phone, didn't I, whether you noticed anything odd about him when you looked at his face, as it was normally.
The only thing, he looked very pale, but he had, I could see he had blondish hair like under his cap, and the fact that he was Dutch. Now, I've only lived here a couple of years, but I don't know of any Dutch people living in this part of Northampton.
No.
I've got a couple of friends that are Dutch, like back in Manchester and that, I was saying to Mark, and there's not that many about. So why would he be sat up? Oh, sorry, I smelled it.
Yeah, 11:15 at night.
On his own. He wasn't. I could see he wasn't texting, but I couldn't work out what he was doing.
Yeah. It's just so odd.
I honestly, I can't get my head round that 15 minutes at all.
Yeah. No. Where did he go? He would have asked me or you.
Well,
at the bottom,
you're
at the top.
I'm down here. They're the paths out. How did he how did he disappear?
Where I said it looks like Blackpool with all the lights and that's in the start of the houses, and there's a little tiny gate in the bushes. He would have had to come past me. As I walked up, walked round, come back, I would have seen him, because that path was no more than 30, 40 foot away from where I was.
No.
Now, if he'd have gone where Mark was, Mark would have seen him either in the middle rows, where the war graves are, or on that path. Yeah. Unless he did go down to the chapel. And that's where that screaming is something to do with why he was there.
That screaming was close. It wasn't like it was a distant scream. I can't believe that wasn't picked up.
No.
I know.
I think if it was daylight, we'd have been able to see what it was.
You reckon?
20, 30 meters away. That's for me. That's how close this was. I mean, if
That
you watch
was
the
close.
Yeah.
if you watch the video, we stop. It goes silent
Yeah.
as we
Yeah.
physically stop in where we are, and then we go,
Yeah.
"Did you hear that?" And you guys go, "No," and we're like,
What? How could you not
how
hear
could
it?
you- How could you have not heard that?
I know.
That's how loud it was.
But do you know what, though? I've not checked the GoPro to see if that's picked his voice up. All I've done is
Yeah.
took it off the memory card and put it on the computer. I'll have to go
Right.
through it tomorrow and see on that. No, because do you know what? I actually say I've turned the GoPro off now, and then it happens about 10, 20 seconds just after that.
Right.
And when I
Right.
stop recording on the camera, I'm just doing it on air now.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
Such an app. Yeah.
It's just,
So,
I can't believe
I
because it was
don't
so
know
loud for
what-
you that we never heard a thing.
it was.
I can't believe you didn't hear it.
No?
Do you know what? I can't even give you an explanation as to what it really sounded like. Yeah, that's all I've got.
Yeah.
I try and explain it, and when I'm saying it to you, I'm like, I didn't sound anything like that.
You explained it really
And I
well
just-
to me on the phone this morning, though. Because you said,
What did he say?
well, we sort of between us, we came up with this like tortured, unexpected noise.
Yeah,
Like something was happening to somebody that they didn't expect, and it was like a tortured noise,
imagine,
but
imagine,
different pitches in it. He
imagine
said there
someone
was
jumps
female.
out on you. Yeah. Imagine
Yeah.
someone jumps out on you, and you go, oh, but it was that constantly.
Yeah, it was very,
Right,
very
yeah.
strange. It wasn't like when you
It was
hear
a constant,
like animals fighting, you hear two animals, don't you? Or cats fighting, or
Yeah,
foxes. There's always two noises.
Something being attacked.
yeah, there is, yeah.
The
You'd
one,
hear
there was this
the attacker.
constant,
Just the one.
not even, it was like a pain noise,
Yeah,
but like a female animal,
pain, but not in pain.
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so weird. Joe wants to know if you're going back.
Yeah, I'm up for it.
No.
Yeah.
You're on your own.
No, I'm not going on my own.
No,
That's just gone
I'll
really
go.
pale.
I'll go again.
Yeah. I'd go back. I'd definitely go back.
Yeah.
Um,
I want to go back when it's light, though, to see where we're going. No, I mean, go when it's light so we can see where we're
Yeah.
going and what's there, and then
Yeah.
wait until it goes dark, and then go like we did at the first place.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Do that.
I definitely want to see a bit more than we did, because I didn't go anywhere near that
Yeah.
chapel, and obviously that's where I felt quite intimidated.
Yeah.
Bring in these next time.
Yeah,
Yes, definitely.
yeah.
We were on about that, weren't we?
There's
We don't
no
need
way.
one now, and there's just two of you.
I know, but I don't really want to keep going to cemeteries. To be honest, I want to do different things.
Yeah.
I'm turning the people with the voting. That's all.
Yeah.
Stop trying to influence it, Andy.
Give the people what they want, Andy.
Yeah.
That's why we're here, isn't it?
I know.
This is your
We've got
test
to.
now.
That's what it's about. Yeah.
This is your test now. Just put the places down that you actually want to go to. No,
All the-
because
Yeah,
that's
right.
cheating.
All the places that you don't want to go and you want us to go, that's more important, isn't it?
It is, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Right. Can you explain when you saw the rabbit? What?
Come on, sorry.
Explain what? Can you explain? Oh, where we was. So we went to two different locations. The first one was ruins of St John's Church in a place called Boughton in Northampton. So as we were walking round, it was still daylight. A little baby rabbit come out, and I pretty much was stroking it, picking it up, and it just kept following me and wanted me to follow it. So it's then it kind of like just came out of nowhere.
And we're eating
then
dandelions.
that was that. Yeah, and it's feeding and everything. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about.
Just
Never had
quite
that
happy.
with a wild animal. Yeah,
I nearly had it with a baby fox tonight.
it's like the way two.
2 baby foxes, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Even the cat, who always comes to me for strokes and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Cats are assholes anyway, but
Yeah,
this
we know
was
that.
more. It was. There's so much of last night I can't explain.
Yeah. Well, 3 things that you can't explain. Just in one
And
night.
screaming.
Yeah.
I know. But also, when we was at the first ruins and I was pointing at the tree,
Mhm.
I had something go there, only my left eye. It went
Yeah,
from
and then
there
again
to
in
there,
your right.
and then in my right eye in the exact same spot, but I was looking at a different direction each time.
Yeah.
Don't know what
That's
that
just
was,
weird.
but I also heard, I don't know if anyone else has seen it, when we're at the bottom and I'm leaning down looking in that little stream, I lean back up, start walking up and hear,
Yeah, you said that, yeah.
like old men when they're trying to whistle and they can't.
Yeah, and they can't do it,
And it's a
yeah.
bit gummy, so to speak.
Yeah,
And they're trying to like more of a just blowing air.
Yeah. yeah.
I heard that, then Matt was nowhere near me, so I not went. And then when Matt was coming up towards me, I heard, oh,
Yeah.
and then I don't know where that came from, but that was like right in my face. Not direction, but I felt it like around there.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I heard
But that didn't make
something.
me feel uneasy.
No.
I don't know if
I
I've
heard
not listened to
something.
all of the. Yeah. See, I've not
No, I'm
really
on
looked
about,
at that bit. I was been more concerned at looking at the orange demon face
Yeah.
bloke on the bench.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
And yeah, I mean, obviously we did a little bit of research, and there has been other reported incidents of orange-faced
Yeah.
people, things,
Yeah.
human-like figures with glowing orange faces. I mean, obviously, I'd never heard of that before.
I hadn't.
Today.
No,
I
I
hadn't
hadn't.
thought it existed.
But yeah, I can't. I mean, how does that? How what?
I don't know.
There's so many questions.
As I'm
Around.
walking to him, I'm walking because I'm thinking it's you. He's got a baseball cap on, got a blue hoodie on, dark bottoms. Couldn't remember what trainers you had on. Because I was saying to you, oh, it's Matt. I might have just blinded a stranger. Well, lo and behold, blinded a
Jokingly.
stranger.
Yeah.
Andy,
Funny, not funny.
Does the GoPro footage capture him? Can you see him on it?
No, but you can hear him.
Yeah.
The
You can hear him.
GoPro footage is like 1 bit, even though it's
Right.
recording in 4K.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's not even worth showing anyone. It's like when you walk home drunk, that's what you
Yeah.
can see.
I mean,
That's how it looks.
My video of that area is crystal clear. So how I can't the time, that's the bit that I can't understand, the time difference between me walking through.
Yeah.
Right? If you on my footage,
You must have
hear me
been
walk through.
Roughly
I
the same
disturbed the
time.
birds in the tree, so that
Yeah,
all
you
the
did,
birds
yeah.
fly out of the tree.
I hear that.
So
Yeah.
if someone else had been there before me, they'd have flown away because they'd have been disturbed already.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
were there when I
With
go
you
past.
saying that, as I'm walking across the bottom and I'm saying like the houses and the road, all them pigeons that fly out that tree, and I'm about 150 foot away from them.
Yeah.
So if he'd walked in there, they'd have all flown away already. So he can't have been there when I was there.
No,
He's not on my video.
No.
But then, 4 minutes later,
there he is.
he's there, you're there, and then 2 minutes after that, he's not there,
Gone.
and he's gone.
Yeah. Because at the very least, even if he hadn't disturbed the birds, if he hadn't have made a noise, if you hadn't seen him, you would have heard him. Because the ground was dry. You'd have heard him walking about. Did you say there were pine cones there, Andy, or was that the first location?
That was the first place.
Both.
Was it?
There was some
Both?
one as well at the top. Only an handful.
Right.
But there's a lot
But
of
you'd have heard
loose
something.
stones there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
So even if you
You'd
hadn't
have heard
seen him
someone
leaving,
walking
you would have
about.
heard him.
Yeah.
He
You'd have heard the footsteps.
He definitely was not there when I walked past.
Yeah.
No.
we
Well, we looked at the footage
such
while we were there.
a short time frame for all this to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
For you not to have seen anything. It's just it is mind blowing.
I really don't know. But
I mean, forget the time frame.
There's got-
We've caught on video a guy or a thing with a shining orange head, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
forget
It looks
the
like fire.
time frame.
Everything else.
it doesn't matter. No.
Doesn't matter. Nothing else matters.
Well, how he
got
got
flowing
in
orange
there
head.
and how he left is irrelevant.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. If he's got a shining orange glowing head, he could he could get in there and appear as anything, couldn't he? He's got a shining orange head.
Yeah. His face is literally burning
Yeah.
in the video, but it wasn't when I was talking to him. And when I was walking over, he's like, I'm talking to you now. I
Yeah.
was no more than 6-7 foot away from him.
Yeah, I would have said you were closer than that.
So I mean, because
I just
there's
said,
that
look-
silver birch that's
Yeah.
split into two,
Yeah.
and I was stood at that
the
because I
pen.
didn't want to get too close in case he was a bit of an otter.
Yeah. What a flash.
Not a flash, yeah. But you don't.
I didn't
that's
sleep
the
too
thing,
well
you-
last night.
No. I was ready for not going into work.
Throwing a sickie. You seen a
Yeah,
bloke with a
why
bright
not
orange
coming in?
face?
Well, it's a bit of a long story. It all started off with a rabbit.
Yeah, and it gets worse from there.
Yeah.
God. Oh no. It was
Yeah.
great. I loved it.
It was good. It was just, and with you guys doing the history of it as well, with
Yeah.
Ryan, it just, everything, it was just constant. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, you're breaking up really badly,
And
Andy.
because, Emma,
Yeah.
is that any
Doing your
better?
Norman Collier
I
again.
don't know why.
I think I need to
Well-
probably be streaming at the same time, don't I? So if I'm streaming, Andy's streaming.
Yeah.
We've got two cameras in the same location.
Yeah, but then we can swap and change, and then we can do some individual recording as well.
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting a crappy phone just to do the streaming, and then record on the good one.
Yeah.
There's a few things going to be doing anyway, but we just have to up the game a little bit.
I think Ryan and Deb last night did an amazing job watching the footage back last night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The whole thing flowed for me. It just completely flowed like
Yeah,
the river. It's
I
amazing.
mean, watching it back, and you and Ryan are like quite happy that we found somebody that's quite funny, and then you can see the look on everyone's face start to change.
Yeah,
You
like-
realise what's
yeah.
what's actually happening.
It isn't funny
yeah.
anymore.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't seem funny. It didn't seem funny at all.
No,
No,
you
I
know
was quite
what?
worried
It
about you,
wasn't.
No.
So was I.
Yeah.
Yeah, very strange.
It- yeah,
Get voting, people.
but
Yes.
But the thing was, though, it was my original plan was to do 20 minutes, leave you and Ryan
Yeah,
talking about what we spoke about.
yeah.
Then we do the last 20 minutes back with me and Mark.
Yeah.
But
I'm so glad
we've
you didn't,
missed
though.
everything.
Yeah.
I
And
think
that's
the
the whole
form,
point.
yeah.
So glad we kept it running.
I think the format needs to be live, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
got to be live.
all the way through. Yeah.
Yeah. Even if we don't, we're not going to get that every single time. Maybe we are. I don't know. No.
Mark's gonna make
But
sure you know.
even if we don't, but that's the thing though, even if we don't, then people will know that we're not arsing up, we're not setting it. It's
Well,
Yeah,
not
because
pre-scripted,
it
we're not
happens.
putting props in and all that kind of stuff. You
Yeah,
even see me stood in the bush waiting for Matt to pick me up, then we drive to the location
yeah,
from beginning to end, and then on the way home.
and
Yeah.
we didn't even know we were going to go to that second
No, it was
place.
like,
did we?
No, that
it was
was
a
off the cuff.
spontaneous
Matt was like-
decision.
yeah,
yeah, because Matt was like, should we go? I'm like, yeah, do you want to go to the other one? Yeah, let's go.
yeah.
And we're off.
Because the ruins,
10 minutes.
the area
and we're
where
walking
the
round there.
ruins were quite small, really, wasn't it?
Well, it was quite a small area.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. We did probably struggled. We struggled getting nearly an hour there. So
Yeah. How did
how
you fake
could you
a flaming
fake a
head?
flaming head?
It's like a tramp on
Yeah.
fire.
Imagine. Can't say that. They might be listening.
Yeah, he's probably sat laughing now. I thought I had a
Yeah.
bright orange. Oh
Have a
no,
man.
Yeah.
he was something else, definitely.
I just.
I mean, we are having a pretty good hit ratio because we've had some very strange experiences down at Newport.
Yeah,
We've now
Yeah.
had here.
We've only been to 3 locations, and 2 of them were in
Yeah.
one night.
yeah,
So we've had the Ritual, the Over-Friendly Rabbit,
yeah.
and Lava Face.
Lava face and the screaming.
Yeah, yeah. And
Well, he did say Northampton was haunted.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't kidding, are they? I live here.
Exactly, yeah. Right, you just stick a camera out your window.
Yeah.
Very, very, very strange.
I know. Yeah. I know.
Right, guys, I'm going to get
But,
some sleep.
yeah, that whistling noise.
All right, Mark.
See you
Nice
Nice
later,
to
guys.
see you.
Right,
Glad
nice
you're
one.
all right.
Yeah, cheers.
See you
Right.
later,
Take
mate. Give us
care.
a bell tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll
Ghost
do. Cheers, Andy.
Rider.
Give us a bell
Right,
later, mate.
guys. See you later.
Good night.
ya.
See you later.
Ghost Rider.
Yes.
Yes.
But that was the weirdest thing. And looking back, it is also now the scariest thing. I went over
Yeah.
talking to him.
Yeah. But then you thought it was a normal bloke.
But then
Weird as it
I'm
might be sitting
struggling.
on a bench
That-
at that time.
Yeah. I normally stuff like this doesn't bother me. Like I said, I've said it loads of times. It doesn't. Not that it doesn't bother me. I've got used to it. I've got used to not normal being normal.
Yeah.
But looking back, it's like I was actually stood within a few feet talking to whatever it was. I
Yeah.
don't think it was a person. Definitely not.
No.
Because
But
Nice,
if
it
you
doesn't
watch the
matter.
footage,
Yeah.
the footage as you're walking away, you come across as you start to suspect that there was something not quite right anyway. You can
Yeah.
pick up on how you're talking, and it's almost like
Yeah.
you're sort of slowing down and thinking, hang on a minute, there's something not right.
yeah.
And then obviously it wasn't there.
I think felt more at ease because I knew you and Ryan was there and there's other people there watching.
Yeah.
So that probably made me feel a lot more safer than what I would under normal circumstances.
Well, yeah.
But it's just the fact that I actually spoke to him, he spoke back, and I didn't see anything out of the ordinary other than he was really pale and he was most probably Dutch.
Yeah,
And that was it.
it was definitely
That is
Dutch,
all,
definitely.
yeah, that's all I've got.
The other thing I said to you as well before we come on was, because I'd put it in the messaging,
Yeah,
you said he looked 25 to 30 or whatever, but I said to you his voice, was it 50? I would have put him down. If I hadn't have seen it or you hadn't have said how old he thought he was, I would have said
yeah.
he was about 50 because his voice is
Right.
a lot older and deeper.
Well, this is a thing. This is another thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Is he hosting? Is it hosting?
yep,
We're using somebody else's body.
yeah.
Um,
As you said before we came on, an immortal,
yeah, because obviously
because you mentioned about,
they get to a certain age in life and then they stop getting old.
yeah,
But the thing is, there's different theories. But one theory is immortals. It's not that they can't die; they just stop getting
no,
old. I don't mean
yeah,
like vampires or anything. If you used
no,
to like part a gun at their head and shoot them, then it'd probably kill them. But other than nothing, no accidental
yeah,
death, you wouldn't ever die of old age.
yeah. They just keep going unless they got hit by a bus or shot or.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
that would kill anybody else, but they would never die of old age. So as long as they stayed out of anything bad happening to them,
yeah,
they'd be fine.
they're immortal. Yeah,
Yeah. But then you got immortals, which are like vampires. Could he been?
yeah.
Could he have been a vampire?
Just you don't know, do you? Just there's
Jesus, what if he was?
well, he could have shot up off that bench and had you by the throat.
But
It's a good job we were
exact-
sat here.
Right. So this is what I'm saying. Right. So we didn't see him get in there. We didn't see him go. Matt said
Yeah.
he seen something jumping as we're leaving the cemetery.
Yeah.
We heard screaming like something was in pain and
Yeah.
shocked. How do we know he wasn't feeding? I'm not saying he was. I know I'll probably
No,
jump
but-
into conclusions and all that.
No, there's possibilities, isn't there, for everything? So yeah, that's a possibility.
What if it was? What if it actually was a real life vampire? It is possible.
It is possible.
He was, like I said, he was pale. He didn't
Yeah.
show himself full in the video. But as I'm talking to him, I did. He was Dutch.
Yeah.
The Netherlands is known for vampires and that, especially
Yeah.
around Scandinavia.
Yeah.
Um,
The fact that he was hunched forward, was he getting tired and needed?
yeah, like I said, he was really pale.
Yeah.
He sounded older than what he looked.
Yeah.
Oh, my. If I had
This
thought
is
that
it.
last night,
What we said this morning, innit? It just brings up more questions than answers now.
I'd be happy just seeing them pterodactyls again, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That'd be it. That'd make him happy.
But what if he was?
You'll never know unless you go back and he's there again.
Anyone got any opinions on that?
Nellie's just put, are there any pilots buried in the cemetery who could have crashed and burned?
Well,
But
it's
wouldn't it have
a
been wearing-
Commonwealth.
He'd have been wearing
No.
pilot
Yeah,
clothes, I would have thought. Not
Well,
tracky
it
bottoms.
is war graves, Commonwealth war graves, so European Union, really. Oh, no, Commonwealth is England, Canada,
Yeah, it's England all over the world,
America,
isn't
New
it?
Zealand.
Whenever
no,
we
the
occupied.
Commonwealth countries, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
part of England. Britain.
depending what era, because parts of it, India was Commonwealth at one point, China
Yeah.
was, Hong Kong. So there's a lot of countries that were Commonwealth that now are not.
And weren't the
'Cause
Dutch
we handed
territories
them back.
Commonwealth countries?
Possibly.
I'm sure they were. I'll have to look at that.
It or he could have been anything.
Yeah,
Could have been a dogman, could have been a werewolf, could have been shapeshifter, Wendigo, skinwalker.
Yeah.
Could have been
Yeah.
could have just been a person and we didn't see or hear him leave. Could have got in there.
I find that unbelievable that neither of you would have either seen or heard him go.
But on the fact that he was in there on his own, there was like 10 benches on the way up to that. That was just on the side I walked. And then you've got the ones where Mark walked, where I didn't go. I don't know what it was.
That's just something popped in my head, then it's popped back out again. Yeah, because if it had been a really overgrown, abandoned graveyard, you could have thought, well, yeah, he could have slipped out because he could have hidden behind a mound of grass or an overgrown grave or whatever. But that graveyard was flat and there was paths.
Yeah, and that's in constant use.
Yeah, so it's not overgrown.
You could see the new graves and plots ready.
Yeah.
To go up for funerals and what have you. So, and I know it is because it's opposite where Becky worked. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
And obviously that grave that I asked you about with the sunflowers on, I mean, I presume that's temporary until they get the headstone and they get
because you've got to leave it for 12 months. You have to leave it for 12 months. You've got to wait for the ground to settle.
Yeah.
And then they can put the headstone on there.
Yeah.
So that, I reckon that had probably been there about 2-3 months, maybe, the most.
Yeah.
By the way it dropped.
Yeah. That's right, Nelly. Yeah. Any that are or were ruled by the Queen are Commonwealth.
Yeah. So
Australia, Canada.
Yeah, New Zealand, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, Canada, China.
India. I mean, we've handed back.
Gibraltar,
we've handed them back now, haven't we? So a lot of them.
But some are still classed as being Commonwealth.
Yeah.
But like I said, it depends what era. It was Commonwealth. Like when it happened, what countries were then in the Commonwealth?
Yeah.
Because obviously there's not as many now as what there used to be. Oh, excuse me.
I don't think he's related to that at all. He was something else.
I think he was not non-human.
Yeah, non-human.
Yeah, not like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was supernatural. So that's what I believe. For that video to be like it is, and the way he spoke and the way he looked, and then 1 minute he's there, the next minute he's not. Matt didn't pick him up on camera. I went over talking to him. Then he'd gone. Then we heard the screaming. Then Matt sees his shadow. So I'll look at that footage later. Matt sees his shadow jumping as we're leaving, but there's no footsteps.
Yeah, I need to look at that again.
I don't think I want to be honest.
I know Joe said a bit back that she didn't see him.
No. No one's seen him. Even when Richard and Rick was on last night, they said, or was it? I think it was Rick, I don't know. They said
Rick said he could hear him. He said he could hear him, but he couldn't see him.
Right.
But he flashes onto the screen that much. The captures that Mark's done and put on the page.
Because I was trying to film him without him knowing I was filming him, just in case he was a bit of a dodgy character and anything went wrong, you'd know who he was.
Yeah, if he started kicking off.
Yeah. But
then you did get him on film.
But that was the thing, though. At the time, I didn't feel threatened.
No.
And then all of a sudden, as I'm walking away, I thought, just got a sudden rush of uneasiness.
Yeah, you could tell that, yeah.
And
a bit of a hang on a minute.
Yeah, where he was having a laugh and that, I'm like, hey, it's not funny now.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, and then when we're leaving, it just felt like I wanted to burst out crying. No idea what that was about.
Emotions, isn't it? It's
yeah.
I think that's something to do with your fight or flight as well. That it's your
Probably,
adrenaline.
Yeah.
So I've had that before from like being at Spiritualist Church and that time that something overtook me when I was doing psychic development.
Right. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
that adrenaline thing. I think that's what kicks it off. Now, Nelly says she never saw or heard him last night or when she rewatched it today either.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Is it 1 minute? 1 hour, 20
1 hour, 29.
and 15 seconds or something? I know it's about 1 hour 20. If you watch it from 1 hour 28
Yeah.
and then
And you'll see the tray and you'll see the bench and he's sat. If
and
you
it's
look,
just an orange glow on his face. That's
and
his
if you
face.
look at the bottom where he would sit on the bench, you can see a stripe down his jogging bottoms.
Yeah, like reflective strip, isn't it?
Because that's how I picked it up. Yeah, that's how I picked it up when I went through, like frame by frame. That's how I picked it up.
You cannot miss. It's like when you strike a match without the flame.
Yeah, yeah,
Just the head of the sulfur that's burning.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
yeah. It was just unbelievable.
That orange
Nelly-
glow is his face.
Is his face.
How
But there is
crazy! How crazy
Before
do
he
he sound?
I said to you last night, before he appears, that orange light's there, and then when he's there, that orange light's his face. So it's
Because
maybe like he's
Yeah. Because when I'm looking over, I don't see him on the bench at first. And then all
No.
of a sudden he's there and thought, oh, it's Mark. He's just sat down. He's seen me with a torch. He's
Yeah.
waiting up there for me. Oh, God, I don't like this.
That's it, you see. More questions than answers.
I know.
I'm sat on a brick again. That's
That
better.
rabbit took me down the hole.
Yeah, it did. That's where it all started. It was probably saying in rabbit language, I've got things to show you. You better prepare yourself. I'm off now. And then
you know what? Could have been. Why?
It could.
Because I always believe things happen for a reason. Why did we just up and leave the ruins and go to the other?
Yeah.
What made
Yeah.
us both want to go there so desperately?
Yeah.
Because
You're just
it wasn't like I knew any history of there. I just knew it was a big cemetery. It's night. We might get something.
Yeah.
It's better
It's a
than
cemetery.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you don't get anything, walking around the cemetery in the dark.
Yeah. And like I said last night, if you're not out there, you won't
No,
see anything, will you? So you've got to put yourselves out there.
just it. Yeah, it was mad. It was
Good,
mad.
man.
Anyway, yeah, good. It was good. I did enjoy it. I
Yeah.
absolutely loved it, if I'm honest with you. But looking back now at all the different possibilities makes it more freaky than what it actually is.
Yeah.
Uh,
In the cold light of day.
yeah.
Oh God,
Maybe
yeah.
the
Joe's
rab-
put maybe the
Oh,
rabbit was
yeah.
in. Yeah. And he was following. Wouldn't the rabbit going the way you would have gone out of that ruins?
Yeah.
Wasn't he heading to where you
Yeah,
would have?
yeah. That's the way you go through there and then back up the hill.
Yeah. It's a possibility. There's another possibility, you see.
Oh, God.
Nelly says you were meant to see and hear what you did.
Yeah. I believe
believe
that
Yeah.
because why else would he be there?
Yeah.
He didn't have to sit there.
No.
The rabbit didn't have to come to me.
No. And let you pick it up and stroke it and be quite happy.
But what is the reason? I believe, like I said, everything happens for a reason. What is the reason? Say he wasn't the rabbit. What is the reason of the rabbit?
Down the rabbit hole, mate.
I know. Feet
It's your
first.
obsession with rabbits.
That's why I use rabbits in the
Yeah.
thingy this because
Yeah.
you start asking questions on air, just deeper and deeper.
Yeah, it
Down
does.
the
Yeah,
rabbit
it
hole.
spirals down.
So yeah, that's why I've always used a rabbit on the live stream.
Yeah.
And then that's weird. Now just thinking about it. So I've always used a rabbit, the picture, for advertising the live stream, and then we
Yeah.
actually get a rabbit.
Yeah. There you go. There's your connection. Joe says it could be a spirit guide or totem animal.
Could be. Could be. I'm gonna have to go and see a medium now, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Find out what's going on. then let us all
40
know.
Yeah, that's 40 quid I'll never get back.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Just half an hour.
I know. No, they're not too bad. The one that I went to last was absolutely spot on, so I'll just go to her again.
Yeah.
But
If you find it decent, stick with them.
yeah. Anybody else got any questions? Not even to do with last night, just about anything.
No, just in general.
Yeah. I don't mean like what's the weather going to be like tomorrow.
No, because it's going to be nice, actually.
I hope so.
If you look at the map.
Look at the map behind us. It's very coaty over there, a bit boomerangy above it.
Yeah, not done much painting that side, but I've managed to get that bit done. You can actually see that.
Well, you have lost your peace of mind, so what's a bit of cash?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
What does it matter if you're paying a medium? A bit of cash if you've lost your peace of mind.
Oh yeah, Joe said asylum next. There's an asylum in Northampton.
Is there?
Yes.
Oh, tell more.
Well, I don't know of this asylum, but I do know of something else. So, in a place called Duston, which is up road from here, you've got a place called St Crispin's.
Right.
Now, it's an old hospital. It's got a big clock tower and that. It's fenced off.
Right.
But I do know you can get in there without breaking
an entry.
Yes. So.
And is that abandoned?
Yes. Yep. They've built a new one, and this is just like still there. It's just fenced off. Obviously, got people going in. Oh, St Crispin's. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks creepy as hell during the day. I'll drive up there tomorrow and take a photo and put it on the group.
Yeah.
So you can have a look. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can put that as one of the polls.
Yeah. Yeah. Jason's just put.
Jason.
I'm buying one. I get paid next week, so it's going to have to wait till then. But we're not going out for another weekend, another fortnight. Yeah. So plenty of time.
Yes.
Mark's got the digital EVP.
Yeah.
Which are good, but the only downside, you can't see the red and green lights lighting up. When it is dark, you've got to keep pressing it. So I'm going to get an analog. Right, the needle does that.
Yeah.
They're about 12, 15 quid if that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one of them, so I'll have that for next time. I'm just going to sit it on the wall. I'm going to do, like, mini seance, like, speak.
More questions and answers, but they're going to have to be questions that yes or no, isn't it?
Yeah. Just going to do that. But like I said before, I don't really want to keep going into cemeteries. I want to do something different. I want to go...
Yeah.
Not like Wild Man and Dog Man and all that sort of stuff. Not...
Like Castle Ruins and...
Yeah. I want to go where it's not going to be what we call anything. Ghosts or spirits. I want it to be like the guy with the burning face. Things like that I want to see. Yeah. Because how often do you hear about or see anything like that?
Well, you don't. And I wouldn't have thought about it until Mark posted that thing on the messages today.
I didn't have a clue. I was just trying to figure out what the glitch was in the video.
Yeah.
But a video cannot glitch for that long and nothing around it glitching. Just in that one point. And that's another reason why we do a live stream, because then you can see it's not been pieced together or edited or photoshopped or anything like that. It's 100% legit. What you see is what you get.
My view of a full live stream with a live investigation is everybody sat watching it and they could maybe see things that you're not concentrating on. Like you could be looking in one direction and they spot things as well as it's happening.
Yeah, so well, that's why. Next time we're both going to be live streaming, so you got two views of what we're seeing.
Yeah,
not just mine.
Yeah.
That'd
be good.
I'm gonna have to get a second mobile to do the live stream, and then I can do video with the other. It's the only way I'm going to be able to do it.
Yeah. Actually, I might have a spare smartphone if. I don't know how you do it. I'd have to, if you come into Winter Hill, I'll bring it with me.
Right, I'm not sure yet.
Right.
Sorry, back's killing me. This chair isn't as
Oh,
good as you make it out. Got 2 chairs and they're both shocking. On my back's falling apart.
we've got rid of the buffet for a chair, and now the chair's crap.
Buffett's an armrest. I'm leaning on that
It's
now.
you men. You're never
Getting
happy.
old. Getting old.
Getting
I've got
old and
sciatica. I've got osteoarthritis. Not much going for me, really. Yeah, same place. So it is St. Crispin's. And when I first drove past that, it's when I was living in Milton Keynes, I thought, I wouldn't mind getting arrested if I get to go in there.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not like there's a big gang of you going, is it? So just 2 of you.
Only, yeah. But
I think
places like that, I think you need a couple of teams.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's like I'd like to get a team going up here, even if it's just 2 or 3 of us and not.
That's it. See, I don't mind. I'll go out and do it every week, every fortnight.
Yeah.
So on. But then it's good to not and then do this every fortnight, do an investigation every fortnight.
Yeah.
Breaks it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't want to go ghost hunting.
No.
Yeah.
Just investigating.
Yeah.
The unusual.
Yeah. That's it. The unknown. That's why it's called.
Yeah.
The unknown.
Exactly. Whatever you capture.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, so I was saying like Bigfoot and Dogman and aliens and like, not being disrespectful to anyone else, but there are a lot of people that do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But each their own. That's what they're doing, that's what they're doing. And I don't want to do it, not just because everyone else is doing it, I'm just trying to keep it a little bit different.
Yeah.
Try and keep it that little bit more original.
Yeah. Well, they've got their path, like you say. UFOs is usually, it comes about because they've heard a couple of UFO stories and it builds from there.
Paul Sinclair is more UFOs.
Yeah.
BBR is more Wildman, Bigfoot, Dogman. I know they do other stuff as well. It's not just that. But
they're like their little niches. So your little niche is
So we do the investigations ourselves. Well, I know some of them don't do as much. But then obviously we can all combine and we could, like, we win a real uncanny chase and that, all meet up together and it doesn't matter. But I don't want it. What I mean is, I don't want it to look like we're copying what Paul does or what Deb does or like Paranormal Roundtable, like people like that. Don't want to look like we're copying what they do just to do something.
Yeah, you just want to do something different.
Yeah, want it to be our own thing.
Yeah.
So,
and you go into different locations anyway.
That's it.
So,
but it's because of all them that give me the finger to do all this.
Yeah,
the inspiration to do it. Yeah. Otherwise, if I'd not spoke to any of them or listened to any of them, I'd probably never have done it.
No.
So,
I think it's
thank you. So thank you everyone who inspired me.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't have got that last night. That's why we need people to put places forward. We go where you want us to go, then to the people's vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically between us, we pick 3 places.
Yeah.
Don't we? So we do a vote, mini vote ourselves. Then the 3 places that come up top, we then put
forward for the poll.
Put forward on a poll. I've done it, like I said last night, so no one can add anything. You can only vote for one.
Yeah.
Just makes it fair.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Like any vote, like Britain's Got Talent and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? You can only vote once and this, that and the other. So it's more genuine, it's more legit. We can fiddle it, no matter how much I'd love to on the next one. Well, it doesn't look
I really
like
don't want to
it's.
go to that abandoned
No, I really
grave
don't.
church.
I really want to go to Cambridge.
Well, we'll get it out of the way.
I know. I'm just going to put that in every week till
Yeah,
I end up
till we
going
get
to it. Yeah.
Oh, Diane, Edinburgh's like full of history and
Yeah.
spooky
Well,
stuff.
you've got the underground
I always wanted to go there. Yeah,
town.
is it Vaults?
The
Edinburgh Vault?
underground vaults.
Yeah. Oh, Chillingham. Yeah, Chillingham.
Yes.
Heard of that.
Lol, Mark. Codes of the unknown is becoming known. Pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to Edinburgh a few times, mainly like working there, so I've not been able to get
Yeah.
out and about. But I actually went up the street where the entrance is to get into where it goes underneath the bars and that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the road. It's like, oh, can we not just go in there instead? Tell you one
Yeah,
place that I do want to go, which isn't that far from me, the Hellfire Caves in
Yes.
Wickham. West. I think it's West Wickham.
Didn't I put that on my list? I think that's on my list that Mark put on the spreadsheet.
Oh yes, yeah. So yeah, I keep driving past that. That's like
that
it's
sounds
on
really
down the road
good.
from me. Yeah.
Greyfriars Graveyard as well.
Is that in Edinburgh?
I've heard of that. Oh, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, isn't that Greyfriars Bobby the dog?
Greyfriars, yes.
Yeah.
Greyfriars is the one up in Edinburgh. Sure, it is. If I'm wrong, I apologise.
No, I'm sure. Oh, it's a car. I thought it was growling again. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, Greyfriars Bobby.
But even if you guys can think of somewhere that we've not put on there, you're more than welcome to make a thing.
Joe's got a question. Sorry.
Oh. You can put it on this group or message us direct, and then we'll add it into the poll one week. And then, so if you think of anywhere, just let us know. Right.
Sorry, there's a helicopter landed on my roof.
Is there?
Sounds like
dropping off them dog men. Yeah, it is in Edinburgh. Greyfriars. Yeah. I remember watching Ghost Adventures, the one with Zach Baggins. They went on the underground and then they went over to Greyfriars.
Friars. Yeah.
Yeah. How do I use this cam?
What cam? What cam have we got?
What do you mean?
On your computer, Joe?
I think she's got a webcam.
I think you plug it into your USB and then clip it on top of your
laptop. If you plug it in, it should pick it up and install the driver for it. The driver should already be built into the computer. It would just pick it up and find out which one it is anyway.
Yeah, and it installs it.
Yeah, it takes a minute. I don't know, Joe, because you've only just told us.
Yeah, and we can't see it. No. What does it look like? Is it like a big eye?
Is it flaming? Is it on fire?
Oh, she's done that. Yeah, with a baseball cap on.
You should get an icon in your bottom toolbar. You click on it and then allow access. Right.
No one off. No, it only works when you plug it in, doesn't it?
Yeah, you got to plug it in.
It's a Canon.
No, mine's not got on-off. Well, I've not got one. Mine's built in. I'm looking at my microphone.
Mine's built in, but the one that I used to have that clipped on, I think you just when you plugged it in, it was active.
Yeah, I'm getting one that you plug in that make it HD, just so it's a clearer picture then.
Yeah.
Do another 10 minutes, and I'm going to have to go.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm sat on a brick. I don't know why. I say that on Deb's live streams. I get to a certain point, I'm like, feels like I'm sat on a brick.
Yeah.
It's because I don't get myself comfy beforehand.
I'll have a try tomorrow. Okay.
Take a picture of it, Joe, and send me a picture of it on Messenger, and I'll have a look.
Yeah, so
but I'm sure as soon as it's plugged in, it's live.
Right, so next Thursday we're going to be back on. Going to be doing this again, but it's just going to be questions and answers, random, unscripted.
Think of some really good questions.
Yes. Yeah, anything.
About anything.
Yeah, like I say, whether we've got the answers it's something different, but then it gives us something to research, gives us something to
Yeah.
look into, and then within the next couple of days, you'll have 1 billion posts on the group.
Yeah.
As we always
And then
do.
you'll learn what we learn.
Yes, and we're all learning together.
Yeah, we are. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
A shared experience.
Yes. And I think what we should have a competition so someone can win to come out investigating with me and Mark.
Yeah.
Did you reckon? Please.
That.
That'd be good.
Yeah, it would.
So
Obviously,
if anyone's
we've got
up,
to live near you.
yeah, oh, you've got to make your own way because I'm not a taxi service.
Yeah. Just making that clear now.
Yes. But yeah. So that's it. Sorry, I'm getting tired now.
Oh, we can't tell, Andy.
No. Yeah, just want to say thank you everyone for coming on at short notice as well.
Yes, thank you.
If you haven't watched the video already, if you go onto the Facebook group, so I can't remember what I say. So if you're not a member of Facebook and you've got Facebook, just go on Codes of the Unknown. It's it's the same as the I and A, and it's got the coding behind it like out the Matrix. And then just ask to join, and either me, Deb, or Mark will accept it.
Right.
Yeah.
Weird going on here.
What?
Throw the poor fool into the dark basement.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so you can go on Facebook, click the link. It will take you back to YouTube because that's where all the videos go. No videos really get uploaded to Facebook. It's always a shared link, so we know where we are and what we're all doing. And then you subscribe, and you'll be able to see our other videos as well. Some podcasts on there. Me interviewing Deb. Me and Ellen. Me, Ellen and Ryan. Speaking to Richard, Danny, Robert, other Robert.
2 Roberts.
From Norwich. I can't remember who else. Yeah, so I've done a few. I'm going to do a few more, but like I keep saying, the original reason was to go out and do investigating.
Yeah.
And not interviewing because of lockdown. Had no choice. Had to fill it with something. Next best thing. Interview people. Find out their experiences, what they've gone through, so on and so on.
Nelly.
Yeah.
Hope you get a good night's sleep tonight.
I was until I read that.
Yeah. Now he'll be asleep like that. One eye open.
I'll be asleep like that.
Matchsticks.
Yeah.
I'm going out fox cub hunting in a minute.
Good
I'm going to lure them in with things out of the fridge. I nearly had one in.
Yogurt.
Yeah, yogurt.
Tub of margarine.
I don't do margarine. I do butter.
No. I'm not that posh. Don't like it.
I've got baking marge. That'll do.
No. Lard.
Got loads of that.
Yeah. Right. So we're gonna get going. If that's all right, Dave.
We're off. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just totally shattered. Sorry, guys.
No, it's been a long way.
Yeah. So thank you all again for coming on short notice. Thank you for watching last night. If you haven't and you want to rewatch it, just go on Facebook or YouTube. The links are there.
Yes.
And we'll see you all next Thursday. It's 7:30, isn't it?
7:30. Yeah.
7:30 next week. So thank you, everyone.
Night, everybody.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Take care.
Night.